Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Hey, is William back?
Yes,
I mean, hopefully
I'm
William's here, but
I'm saying something right now.
I'm very glad that Maywell is gone.
Why are you saying why? Why?
I don't
Why
know.
are you saying this?
Maybe you shouldn't be late.
What are you fucking talking about? I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
You could have tried harder.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
sure.
so I know we say this a lot, but this episode is actually insane. We've been saying that a lot for the last few, but this one's actually insane. Well, what's get thrown? Like, they just remember a bunch of background plot that they have to resolve. Or
it made me realize.
Yeah.
It made me realize that I've just casually abandoned my check marks of how many episodes it's gone that it's been good, and I've just been every now and then it's almost like after Yuri, right? It's just I'm just going, what the fuck, every third or fourth episode.
Yeah.
I'm just going, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? There's nothing else to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Yeah. I mean,
there more crazy shit comes out each time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but that's a good thing, right?
I mean,
because I've been enjoying it so far, at least on my end.
It's good, but it could be. It's good in the sense that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how I would say it.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about where we started with this show, with a goddamn fire hydrant getting yeeted into the sky, and Rentaro inconsistently referring to humans as Homo sapiens.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not so much that it's not good what they're doing now. It's just that it doesn't make me forget how we got here, or how we started. I am blown away by some of their fucking reveals, and it's whoa, that's crazy. But it's bombastic reveals does not a good show make. Just because you make crazy okay, I get that Sophia has been a pretty mysterious person this whole time. But we actually haven't in this narrative actually really addressed anybody Toma or May being who is Sophia? We the audience have been the fuck's going on? And then Rentaro and Kento just goes, by the way, just in case you were thinking, she's not real. And it's the fuck?
Right.
It's just, it's so...
The plot progression isn't normal, right? That's what's happening.
Oh, you mean
it's
in terms of
like
its
how
pacing
you would
and
naturally
shit?
introduce, you wouldn't naturally introduce these revelations, right? This stuff is literally coming out of nowhere. Retro just dropping this on us all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, Sophia, oh yeah, she's fake. She's a plastic model kit you buy from Bandai Spirit YouTube channel.
God. Thanks for that. But I mean
it is.
Hey, for the audience, that was a plug for our upcoming Gun Girl Lady review spoiler cast coming out soon for you to listen to.
Oh, this will come out
first, because this gets uploaded.
Right? Yeah, this
gets
uploaded before Gun Girl Lady.
That's fair enough.
Hey, get ready for the greatest fucking show ever made. Girl Gun Lady. Gun Girl Lady Gun Lady Girl Lady Gun Girl.
You just extended it so much. What?
I'm pretty sure Austin said it 3 different times in his delivery of it. I'm just adding to the confusion.
Hey, but you know what else I also deliver on though, right?
I swear to God.
At least I deliver on our weekly unnamed discussions about Kamen Rider Saber, a weekly discussion where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge on Gun Girl Lady, and joined every by my friend William. That's you, William. A person with no knowledge about Girl Gun Lady. That's you, joined by our friend Tariq. That's you. As we discuss Girl Gun Lady. Hey,
But
welcome
wait.
to Kamen Rider Saber, episode 33. Even so, the future can be changed.
Oh my god! I will say though, your segues into the intros are on point now. You're just refining them.
The more
into an
pressure
art.
we put on
Hey,
them, the better it gets.
At least I remember to deliver the intros from now on, alright?
From now on.
To the last seconds of the recording to self-insert it.
Oh my god! I mean, still, I'm gonna miss those days,
Yeah.
Austin. But anyway.
Hey, in terms of
aren't
that
you glad
retro,
to have somebody that can remind him casually?
Yeah. But even
Yeah,
then,
but, you
hey,
know,
Retro realized the
oh.
future he saw was wrong. Apparently, out of all
No.
the
Wait,
12,000
you mean
future
Kento?
he saw.
Kento.
Yeah,
not-
Kento.
Yeah.
He realized the future he saw was wrong, even though he saw like 50,000 futures. Like,
He's
ooh,
still
ooh,
fucking brutes. Like, holy shit.
I mean, the minute that it changed, she should have been like, something's not right.
Yeah. I didn't see this one, even though I saw every possible future, though.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
kind of like, you're spouting bullshit if you haven't seen this shit, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
you should know there's something wrong
what if
going on
what
here.
if
That's
what if the
problem
Sword of
with these-
Shadows?
with these future characters who doesn't know, like, oh, the future can't be changed because I saw all the future. Ooh, you changed the future. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
right?
What if Kuriyami is just giving him like hallucinations of the bad roots of like his fucking visual novel life, like all of the bad endings, and it's only bad
you think
endings.
Kuriyami is purposely not showing him all the possible future?
I
I mean,
you know.
that's me
That would
giving
be
way more
interesting.
credit. I'm
Like,
mostly joking.
This goes back
but-
to my theory about how I still think that Kuriyami is still sentient and he's actually alive and he's scheming. Besides from everyone else that's scheming, right? Besides from Master
Right.
Logos, Astorius, and Disaster, best boy, the best character.
Oh my god, there's so much happens in this episode with everyone.
Yeah, this episode literally tries to resolve all the plot points they've been establishing throughout the series that they forgot about.
Yeah.
It seems okay. Okay, so this is fucking 33, right? It's
Yeah.
just weird to me that like, especially with the way that like the Disaster and Ren like plot line goes, like that seems like that should have happened in like episode 25 or something, like when you had some time. You've got, I mean, okay, they still have 27, no, they have 17, Jesus Christ. They have 17
less
episodes
than
left.
17 episodes left at this point.
Yeah, 16 episodes left. So it's just like, I don't know how is this gonna go resolve itself, like, in the end. And, like, also, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
This episode is fucking ridiculous. We've already said this many times, but it's a fucking ridiculous episode.
Yeah.
And I feel like we said this multiple times for multiple episodes, but the amount of lore dumps and like things that occur in it are just
Like,
unbalanced for the rest of the show. And I think that's the real thing, is that the show is not balanced. It's like the lore, the way between lore and action like happening is just like so like not forced but like
sudden,
clumsy.
maybe? Or,
Clumsy. It's like you stumble upon a shit ton of lore as you're going through in like you're getting used to things just like
progression.
you're getting
these
used to like
characters aren't
not getting
actually
answers to
finding out
shit.
stuff.
You're not getting used to not getting answers to shit, and then all of a sudden, holy fuck, here's a lore bomb. Like, oh Jesus, like okay, I wasn't ready for that, but okay, I'll slowly take this in over the next like 2 weeks.
right, it's just like the fact that like they tease a question, right? It's like, okay, what's her deal, right? Then they will answer it for like maybe 10 or 20 episodes afterwards because she just disappears off screen. And then like, oh, she comes back, it's like, oh, okay, I guess she's back now. Oh, she can do this now. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I guess what is she
like,
gonna do now? Oh yeah, remember that question from all that time ago? Here's the answer with no context or no lead up. Yeah,
But so when it starts out, Yuri's like, hey, I healed him enough. Modern medicine will take care of the rest of it.
Yeah?
And it's like,
Right. Yeah,
we can go to the hospital now? Cool.
yeah, pretty much.
Hey, if only we took Kento to the hospital and he had
If
leprosy.
only we had taken Kento, Rintaro, fucking
Or
Kento's dad, like anybody to Toma to the hospital. Shit, man.
I mean,
like,
yeah, it's just like they go to a hospital and it's just like, oh, but why didn't you take Kento to the fucking hospital? Why did you just leave him inside the base on the fucking bed?
Yeah,
Like,
with May being the only person doing supervision. Also, like,
yeah.
then there's the whole bit where they ask Yuri about his friend, and he's like, "Oh yeah, he's one of the first people. His name is Victor. Blah blah blah. Bird told me that he's gone. Like blah blah blah." And they had the absolutely normal reaction of, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, what are you talking about, Yuri? Would you like to give some fucking explanation? And then Yuri goes,
It's
"Fuck you, I'm Yuri. I win."
It's basically like the creator, like it's the way I view that moment is basically like, oh yeah, I forgot to
It's definitely
the audience
definitely
knows, right? But then
it's definitely audience insert and like director or writer being like, "Wait, can you tell me?" And it's like the director's like, "No, fuck you."
yeah, but it's like, oh yeah, we should. I forgot the characters in the show don't know. The audience can know because they piece it together, right? Because they did that appropriately.
Yeah, because the audience sees it happening.
Yeah,
but they don't know.
Yeah, and so then they're like, okay, let's just.
That's what I've learned is called narrative irony.
Yeah, it's just like then they come in like, oh yeah, we should tell the characters so that they know what's up. Because we forgot to like let them in on it.
Let them know that things are happening.
Yeah, basically. Like we should have been.
Except there's a moment of There's a moment where it breaks narrative irony because at no point does Sophia is it shown or said that Sophia there's no declaration or there's no information for Toma to know that Kento is the one that freed Sophia because she just walks the fuck out when she leaves Southern Base.
Oh wait, that never said before?
No, she doesn't say like Caliber saved me. It's like we see Caliber show up and open the portal, and then when they get back to Northern Base, Sophia's like, "Hello, everyone, I am back." And it's like, where the fuck were you? And it's like, they never fucking established that.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, like, Toma knows that already. Like, this is, my point is just like, things happen in this show because they need them to happen, not because they, like, should happen.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that little bit could have been just fixed if they said, "Oh yeah, Caliber saved me. Sorry, no time to explain that right now. I'll tell you about it later after I, put up a barrier and make sure we're safe from our enemies."
Yeah.
But they didn't do that, and then it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I guess he knows now. All right.
Or if she had even been like, "I don't know why Caliber saved me, but I'm here now, and I'm trying to we still need to address Kento's problems." Blah blah blah.
Right. And I'm starting to. I see what you mean now, though. I actually do I enjoy the show, right? This is my first Kamen Rider show.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's bad. I definitely started this off hate watching it.
No, yeah, I get
but now
that.
it's like I'm mostly confused at the direction it's going, and I'm here for the ride to see where we end because it's doing so much, and I don't know what the limits of what it's trying to do are. This episode features the return of my favorite character, the Bubbles.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Once again, like I said, this episode is literally just trying to tie up a bunch of loose ends they've been establishing that they forgot about. Right here,
and it's just
at least they're establishing it in this episode and not waiting till the last episode to establish, though. All right?
Yeah, it's still a long time to wait to establish it. It's good that they are doing it, but we are past the halfway point at this point.
Where all
there's
stuff,
a lot of things going on.
Of stuff should be general knowledge that the characters should know by now, right?
Yeah.
The characters should be knowing these stuff now, but...
And the real thing that I find problematic with the show, specifically Saber, it's not necessarily narrative structure. It's the way that they've built the characters in the structure of the show. Logos, right? It's supposed to be this organization, and Ogami and fucking Tetsuo are supposed to be fucking veterans. They've at least been involved for 15 years. There's the fucking side canon with goddamn fucking Buster, blah 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 shit.
Yeah.
But they've been around for a while. They should have some semblance of information about this shit, and none of that has been divulged. None of that has been hinted at. They are just as fuck, I don't know, man. Yeah. And it's how? How is this, not being described at all? If it weren't for the side episodes, the 3.5 or whatever, 7.5 episodes, and shit.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for the fact of, like, getting to episode 33 of it, you would not get answers to so many fucking questions. And that's a fucking insane thing to do. That's an insane thing to just hold on to and just go, we have no way to gradually, like, drop this or hint at it. Like, the best hint that they've ever had was that the Rowdy Rough Boys and, like, fucking Yuri and Baster Logos and fucking Victor, aka Tassel, are all these first people. That's fine. That was really good and well-placed, like, foreshadowing. The rest of it has been like, hey, by the way, hey, everybody's, Megiddo can be made out of people. What?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the bubbles? Yeah, that's the Wonder World. Oh, okay, I guess. Hey, there's a magic best friend inside your book. He's a very lonely child.
I get it. Like, I'm hearing it, and I get it.
It's just, hey, Jack White has been behind it this whole time.
God, dude. But yeah, I see. I'm starting to understand a lot more of what you're saying.
It's not that it's, again, it's like, I mean, I would say on a different level, right? So if I were to make a comparison, and I'm not just trying to use this episode to air grease, because this is a good episode that deserves being talked about by itself. So I'll make this as quick as I can. But to compare it to 01, so this is the second series of the Reiwa era. To compare it to 01, 01 was much more of like solid open shut arcs, where it's like there's one arc where it's like this, oh hey, there's a joke there. Hey, it's arcs. Hey, Austin knows what hey, there's arcs. There's arcs. Hey, but like it was more concise and contained within each of these particular arcs or storylines. And then like there would be some tangents that would, like, some unanswered questions that would carry over to the next one.
Yeah,
but there
was a background narrative that was being built.
But there was stuff that was being built, and it was like the answers that, like, a lot of stuff gets brought up, but then you knew that there was more coming up, but they were answering questions along the way, and then they would kind of solidly close off that chapter and then start a new one and go, hey, here's the new big bad that's the next enemy. And then they went, like, it basically it was a, for lack of a better, like, phrase, it was a play in 3 parts. It was the classic, again, you want to go on, like, filmography, like, film stuff? They did the classic, like, 3-part act. Like, 3-act, like, show. And so there was an Act 1 where it was introducing things and showing a preliminary villain and all this stuff. And there was an Act 2 with a secondary villain and blah, blah, blah. And there was an Act 3 where they had resolved basically the issues between the first 2 villains, but they were still present and they were part of this issue. But they were now, all sides were dealing with the 3rd act, the main major villain. This has been all over the fucking place. And I don't know, like, and we have gotten stuff mostly in the second half, or the second part. But I don't know where we're going with this, and maybe by episode 35, I guess, I'll have a better idea, or 38, I'll have a better idea of, like, okay, this is going, like, relatively well, but it goes from such a length of slow burn, everything's on fire of information. Slow burn, everything's on fire, this is napalm, everything's on fire. And it's like, okay, cool, I'm just, fuck it, I'm here for the ride.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, it's just very constant.
Anyway, that's my rant on fucking Kamen Rider Saber for now. Ren eats shitty ramen out of in the back of a dumpster, and disaster bothers
that's
him.
the best part. He's literally in like some back alleyway.
He is living
eating
under a bridge.
Right? Oh, hold on. Before we go that, we gotta talk about the Wonder Twins. Hey, turns out Ryoga ripped as fuck. Holy
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skinny as fuck. He needs a sandwich. He needs a sandwich.
He comes off more as lean machine, right? I guess.
He comes off as I can see your ribs machine. He needs a sandwich. He needs like if I mean, yeah, he's definitely cut, but it's like
yeah, he's very skinny,
there's less abs and there's more like I can actually see bones. Like I'm literally pausing at the title card and it's like I can see way too much of your innards.
Yeah, so Wonder Twins happen, and then Reika Shindai, our
Yeah.
favorite gaslighter, comes in and be like, are we being gaslighting people?
Yeah.
Are we being gaslighted?
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's like, oh, am I being gaslit? I gaslight other people. Am I the gaslit now? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very.
She goes to that revelation that she.
It's a very interesting thing, though. But also, why now of all times are you starting to doubt? God
because Zuo showed up.
Yeah,
it's literally because they went, why are the Megiddo here? And then she went, there's no Megiddo here. And then it was like, holy fuck, there are Megiddo here. And that literally One Piece fucking broke her. Like it's that one little piece is.
I'm just.
Yeah, this is the fabric that's gonna take away from everything for her.
I don't know. It's just it just kind of annoys me. I don't know if it's just.
Oh yeah. It's way too like. If you're gonna be an asshole like conspirator, double down on it.
Yeah,
Ivanka.
It's like it would have helped. I think at least for me. Oh Jesus, fuck! I just heard.
Listen. Hey. A pair of siblings that are fighting to help keep a despot in charge. I've never seen that before.
Oh my god! I mean, it'd be interesting, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took some inspiration from current American Day politics from this shit.
You think the writers of the shows are just looking at what's going on in America and said, it's like that would explain.
Hey, that would explain
when Squidward is describing the sea bear attack, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right, and SpongeBob is telling. Wait, was it SpongeBob or Patrick that was telling the other one to write it down?
I don't think. I don't think it matters. I think it was SpongeBob that was write it down.
Yeah. It was write that down. Write that down. That's good. Pay attention. I think that's what's going on.
I mean, look.
I was like, "Ooh, that's good. Write that down. Incorporate that into the plot."
I mean, look. It's also like, hey, if that is the reason, hey, all my critiques about this show are fucking gone. Because who the fuck could have predicted the last 400 days of the goddamn United States? Like, hey, you know what? Kamen Rider Saber, I get it. Your source material is all over the place. I get it.
Yeah. But that's the thing. If only because, like I say, like, I always think of that because, like, there are some interesting similarities if you want to look at it like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pair of siblings that are trying to help their despot daddy stay in charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gaslighting the people and they're conspiring.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if they took inspiration from that, I get it because Death Stranding was like the same thing. But you know.
Yeah. There's a lot of background elements moving out this. Yeah, so then we come to Kenza, Ren. Fuck, it's Kenza's fucking.
What? Oh, it's Ren.
It's Ren.
Comes to Ren in the back.
There's Ren and Rintaro.
Yeah.
Where he's eating.
Comes to Ren eating in the back. Jesus fucking Christ! Where is he? Right? We know there's like some back.
He's become Ren the Wind Hobo. Okay.
No, he's at the art bridge where fucking Rintaro got gutted like a fish.
Oh,
yeah.
Like the same location. Also, he's eating noodles that are themed after him, right?
Yeah. Hey, wouldn't you eat something themed after you? All right.
I mean, my thing is like, if you have a product line that's themed after you, Why are you under a bridge, not in a fancy fucking hotel, man?
Because he doesn't get any of the royalties because that's how Master Logos rolls. Hold on, what the fuck?
Master
Wait a
Logos
minute.
made him sign the copyright over to him. He has the master recordings now.
They just
Hold on.
It's also funny that he's
Hold
not just a
on.
leader of a swordsman organization. He also has his own food line.
He'll like the Master Logos. Hey, how do you think he has to pay for those electricity bills? All right.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Because
honestly.
that's the thing that occurred to me. Like,
He has a
that's the
monopoly
good
on
thing.
ramen.
Wait, that's like, do you know how last episode we finally saw the southern base, right? Like
Uh-huh.
the other part.
No,
You
the
think
other side of the
lights
northern
been
base.
on
The other side of the
entire
northern
time
base.
since episode 1. The lights has always been on, and no one ever noticed.
Uh-huh. I mean, honest, like I wouldn't
How else
doubt
are they
it.
gonna pay for the electricity bill?
Oh,
But
you
don't
know-
worry, we got Disaster, the character that the show remembered that they introduced,
Yeah.
coming back in. And he's just, once again, going back to the theme of gaslighting. He's like, hey, yo, gaslight to join my team.
Hey,
Right?
it's not even gaslighting at this point. It's just going, listen, everybody kind of sucks, right? Don't you want to come? He's like the guy that, like, gets you into, like, smoking at, like, 13. He's like, listen, aren't you angsty? Don't you want to, like, be angry at your parents? Like, come on. Like, hop in on it.
Yeah, he's
like-
basically the cool kid trying to pressure the loner into like.
I mean, the other way to look at it
is.
is it's just, as I've joked before, is it's just a dude in a van fucking trying to pick up this child. Like,
Jesus.
like Disaster is like no chill pursuing this child, and because of the fact that like Japan is Japan, and also he's like, alone by himself, nobody's saying anything. But like, it's literally, and again, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Disaster is the first Master Logos, based
Honestly,
off of like the foreshadowing. And
I mean, if it's
I
like.
think,
no,
I think he's
go ahead.
going to. I just think that like
Yeah.
he's pursuing this one kid real hard, like
Yeah.
just goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly know why he would want to, unless he's like, oh, truly, he is a kindred spirit, which is kind of smacks of bullshit in its own way. But like him being like the previous master is honestly not something I've thought of before. Where
That's
do you
insulting
mean
because I said it before.
No, I mean, I don't remember.
How
if you
dare
ever
you,
mentioned
Maywell.
it. No, I don't. No, I don't think we ever. Why do you keep like? I'm not gonna bother anymore.
I don't know
I've
what you're
given up
talking
on
about.
that. Okay, but like I remember you talking about Disaster in the sense that he was like like an experiment gone wrong or whatever, like with the Megiddo, like
Yeah.
and shit, like with the
Because-
oh yeah,
so-
the Charybdis. I'm still wondering.
Yeah.
about that.
So Charybdis is like a Megiddo. It's a successful Megiddo made from a human, and we know already for a fact that it's also a successful Megiddo made from a human using all three types of books: the animal, the human, and the legendary, or the human, or the animal, legend, and then the legendary. Human, no, animal,
The
myth,
animal, myth, and
myth,
story.
and it's story. Yeah, mythical beast and then story. There we go. That's what it is. Anyway, point is, the Rowdy Rough Boys are like, you don't want to make another fucking Disaster. And the Rowdy Rough Boys are clearly, we know this now, like the first, like part of that group of the first people, quote unquote.
Right, but then something happened. Of
And
course.
Disaster was freed from like Caliber, which who knows what the fucking implications, like why Caliber 2 decided to release Disaster, what futures he saw, but he clearly sought it as necessary to release Disaster.
Right, because
But
they're like-
Disaster, if we're just going off of the basic aesthetic clues that are in the image from the like weird ass
right, the scarf
image
and
from
shit, right?
from yeah, he has the red scarf, he's got a sword. The other three follow an aesthetic theme from themselves. So does Victor, so does Yuri, so does quote unquote Sophia, or whoever the woman that has to like merge the two worlds together. The only missing piece seems to be what would be Master Logos. which is fine, but this, as we know, fucking Jack White is the second Master Logos, which means that the first Master Logos either died or something happened to him. What could have happened to him? I don't know. Maybe 3 fucking books went inside him, and he turned into goddamn fucking not Caliber, Disast. So, my thought is, Disast is, like, I have no idea for whatever fucking reason he's playing his own fucking team. Like, he's doing weird shit. But, like, it's Disast trying to, it's Disast trying to do his own thing and, like, get more people on his side of fuck shit, get money, like, and just make shit, like, incredibly problematic for everybody else. Anyway, yeah. Disast is definitely recruiting and possibly grooming children.
That's
That's what I was leading all to. Yeah, so then we cut to storyline B, or storyline 3. Fuck, there's so many
it's storyline, like, G at this point.
So Kento's in the park all by himself. No one has called the cops about a guy in the park with a sword hanging around young children yet. Don't know what's going on there. Feel like someone should get in on that. But don't worry.
Yeah, probably should.
But don't worry, fucking Toma comes in, but like, hey, I got a picnic basket. Picnic basket. Fucking
Yogi Bear shows up to stop him.
And then plotline 12. We have cutting to Yuri May and Ritaro just harassing random Japanese people on the street.
Oh no, that's again. It's one of those points where Yuri continues to be the best.
He is the best,
and he just goes. Oh wait, hold. So I looked at it. I don't know what the rest of that. I don't know what the rest of that cart is, but it's an Odin cart. Like it's like Hot Pot. Like he just went after a fucking soup cart. Like he just went and was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that? That smells good," and just ran after it.
Yeah, we didn't have that back then in my age, you know.
Yeah, we didn't have hot running water.
We didn't have hot running water, Jesus.
Yeah, so Kanto finally eating a food ever since he came back, right?
Yeah.
And then this is the episode that time reveals the memory of everything about the back between them and Luna, right? Because like it's a good thing because we haven't been establishing any of that for like the last 20 episodes. Us that they used to be friends, we used to be friends. But also,
yeah, I was gonna say like, hey, drink every time that you see this fucking flashback of these kids, but like.
God. You mean throughout the whole scene, like, if we were to do a marathon run, that's a drinking game.
Oh yeah, you'd be fucking dead. You'd be fucking dead.
Yeah, I'd be in a fucking hospital.
Yeah, but they have okay. There's the whole. First of all, they also add more every time, right?
Yeah.
It's like this time it was like
the day that Luna disappeared was a day they all had a fight, and Kento was there as well. Apparently.
Yeah, and also. Like, I thought it was just like...
insane.
I thought at first it was like... Based off the last thing, I thought, oh, okay, so they just, like, met, for, like, a couple... They were only friends for, like, a couple of days or something. And then it was like, no, we were, like, real close. And then, like, I made a promise to, like, protect you. But then we... Like, if you got close enough to, like, get in a fight and then go, oh, I'm gonna come back. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you should come back and make friends, blah, blah, blah. And then... it's just, like... These fuckers went through, like, actual trauma. Like,
I mean,
shit happened to them.
But they really like to expand on it for some reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of explanation about the backstory. Well, to be fair, they haven't been expanding on it throughout the rest of the series because
which is the problem
with an insurrection.
Yeah.
Multiple insurrections, honestly.
Yeah. So then we find out that everything happened all in one day. Like,
it was on one really bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy.
So it turns out Toma and Luna got into a fight on the day she disappeared. Boy, what a bad time! What a bad time to get into a fight with someone, to tell someone that I hate you and that I never see you again. Whoa, whoop, whoop! Oh, was this you're going through a portal? Uh-oh. Oh.
Yeah, honestly, but God, no, I'm trying to remember.
And then Cradle gives us another big reveal.
Yeah, the reveal of the century. Hey, guess what? Your mom's not real. Like that's how I take that. It's like, hey,
it's just like straight up, your mom's not real.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like,
yeah.
hey,
So then it says that Sophia's fake. Well, not fake. As in, like she's not a real human being. She was created.
Sophia
by
not
Master
only
Logos.
okay, hold on. I've joked mostly about Sophia being an artificial life. Okay, so he reveals she's an artificial life form made by the fucking Book of Omniscience or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But she's also made because it's Master Logos's he made her in Luna's image. Master Logos is imagining her as a full-grown woman, thank God, but also, what? Like, he just, like, made her as a full-grown adult. Like, he just made a second copy of her, fully grown. He's like, it's like one of those things where it's like, have you seen this child? This is what they would look like now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But
it's been 15 years
throughout the rest of the series, right?
It's been 15 years. This is what she should look like.
Like she was like a descendant or something. But no, she's just straight up based on her. Which is more insane than the original theory we all had, that thinking that Sophia was a descendant.
Or a descendant, or her mother, or like... No, she's just a full-on fucking copy, but also age increased. I don't know how to refer to it. It's like, what's the opposite of, like...
Age progress?
Yeah, age progressed. And I was gonna say, like, what's the opposite of age regression? It's like age progression, but, like... This episode is just full of, hey, this shit is fucking insane.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, like, but I'm not sure if I like that though. To be honest with you, I'm not sure if I
explanation. I don't think it's great either.
Yeah, I think I would have liked what we theorized beforehand. To be honest with
you, it would have made more sense. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have had to add to the question of, oh, cool, so this fucking book can make people?
That also brings into the question, like, how old is Luna? Because it's like, or like, is Luna the descendant then? Like, or what? Because like, the thing is, like, there was the first girl. There had to be a first girl, right? That we saw in the fucking...
I'm assuming that Luna is the second.
Right.
Or something.
Yeah, second to connect the worlds. But, like, my thing is, like, were the worlds ever like, I know he's like, oh, we sacrificed Luna and shit, but like, the worlds were the worlds still technically connected and without Sophia? So like, because it never seemed to me like the worlds were ever disconnected in the first place because of Luna's disappearance or sacrifice or whatever, right? So it just makes me kind of put into question why Sophia though, and also if Sophia was created, why did she have free will?
You know, Jack White should have thought about that when he was making his fucking shit.
Yeah, it's just like, why does she have free will? Like, at this point, you could have just, like, made it that she's, like, she seems to have free will, but if anything, she's a puppet. Like, then that whole Arrow thing wouldn't have been necessary, right? That when he was, like, popping the barrier for the face? Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, yes. Yeah, continue. I was rewatching it. There's something I just want to bring up.
Oh, I mean, I'm just basically poking holes at it at this point, but basically, I just made my point. Yeah. You know,
so okay, so here's the thing. Austin, did you watch the 01 movie?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know through what completely reputable and legal source that you watched the 01 movie, because that is the only way in which we watch any of these things. But you might have noticed, like, at a certain point, there was a subtitle where they referred to, like, the main villain's camp with the best worst boy, Thouser, called them a granfalloon. I don't know if you saw that subtitle in your complete
subtitle.
Oh man, well you should choose. That's why I choose completely reputable and perfectly legal sourced subtitlers. Hey,
yeah.
Everybody, yeah. But did you also in this episode get the line of Kento calling Master Logos a garrulous fool?
What is the timestamp on that? And I will let you know.
Let's see. I'm looking at the episode.
Okay. Oh.
Almost.
Oh, yep. Tariq is strolling.
Yep, there it is. Okay. It is at 11:03.
11:03. Let's see. What do we? Because we will use the same one.
Yeah, we all use the same perfectly legitimate and absolutely real source material for subtitling and all that jazz.
Well, I do not get that. Nope.
No, not really.
Oh boy. Well, somebody on us. I need to start looking at exactly which group of completely legitimate subtitlers are using that are writing that that script. But between this and the 01 movie, they used granfalloon, which is apparently a reference to a fucking god damn it, I have to look it up again. No, hold on. I still have it pulled up because it's on my phone because I have 75 gajillion tabs. Granfalloon, the fictional religion of Bokenism, created by Kurt Vonnegut in his 1963 novel Cat's Cradle, is defined as a false cuirass. That is, it is a group of people who affect a shared identity of purpose, but whose mutual association is meaningless. What a fucking obscure fucking reference to choose to... What a fucking obscure reference to choose to throw in for vocabulary in a goddamn Kamen Rider show.
So fucking wild.
So that's what they use for the movie, right? That's what they use for the 01 movie. And then this shit happened, where at 11:03 they say, garrulous fool. Garrulous fool. Like Gururuban, but worse. Excessively talkative, especially on trivial matters, which could be this entire fucking channel. But like, it's apparently it's a synonym for loquacious, which locucious aboard, that's a thing. But like, what? Why? I had to stop and go, I don't think that these people understand English. And then I went, oh, they understand English actually better than I do, and I don't like it.
No, they just read more than you, honestly. That's not even real English, to be honest.
Or they just use a random word generator, like a random word synonym generator, instead of using great.
Instead of using like there's already a like.
Yes.
It's such a fucking wild choice.
Yeah,
to have
it's
that
pretty
be
crazy. Yeah.
So that just made me stop, and I saw it again, and I went, hold on. Is there a possibility that I'm not watching this the way that it's intended to be? And the answer is no. That can't be the answer. That's not it. It's just that they didn't. They should have chosen better. The fucking shit.
They should have been obscure as fuck for some fucking reason when they.
Jeez, I mean, really, like, hey, remember the Kurt Vonnegut book, Cat's Cradle?
I mean, sure, I guess.
I mean, it's a thing. I'm just saying that, like, I don't think that, you need to make a fucking literary reference in this goddamn...
Yeah, because it's like, you're going into the subs looking for basically what they're saying. They're not going to be saying shit like that, to be honest.
Imagine if in, like, Fahrenheit... imagine if in Power Rangers they were like, oh man, this is a real catch-22, and it's like... How how many of your viewers know what Catch-22 is? How many of you read actually? Like what?
I mean,
oh man, like there's a fire monster and they go, oh god, I hope he doesn't reach Fahrenheit 451.
yeah.
Like what?
Oh
What?
my god. Oh god. It's just. Oh, that's great. I just like. Can you imagine all the literary references that people would be trying to make? Like, imagine,
I mean, that's
like fucking.
my
1982.
issue. Is just like, you know, if I mean, I get it. I get that. It's a nice sound. Like I was like, that's a $10 word right there, and I was like, damn, I didn't know that shit. But like. I don't know. Maybe that's not necessary. Maybe that's just not, like, maybe that's not necessary for this fucking show about, like, that's barely holding on to its narrative premise already. Like, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the
Master
gorillas...
Logo shows up. Master Logo
Yeah.
shows up. He's like, oh boy, in his hood, and he makes the big reveal of the sentry. And
Yeah.
Toma, I'm like, oh, I've seen you before.
Also, I'm kind of annoyed at the fact that he just walked up with the hood down like that. I kept expecting him to like trip or something.
Oh, that was the really great part where he went, hello, Toma, and I went, do you know that Toma's there? Because you can't see shit.
I would just like to imagine he's like looking to the west of the two, right? He's like, hello, Toma. Like, no, we're right here. Turn around. He's like, oh, right here. Like, no, we're right here. Oh, okay, you're right here. Like,
that was their. They had one chance to put an end to all of this mess, and they missed it by not attacking him while his hood was still down.
Honestly. Oh god, I can't. Also, Austin, it wasn't just me, right? Like, I straight up saw like Organization 13 with the way he came in looking like that, right? It wasn't
Did you mean Xehanort?
Hey, look.
You know? Wait.
He just came in with his mysterious. Hey, look, wait, hey, you're telling me you don't trust people in robes and hood approaching you? Yeah, you're right.
With a sword in
I
hand?
don't trust that either. All right. if a guy who comes in talking about his holy crusade, building a holy, telling that this is a weapon to keep the land pure and everything. Yeah, I wouldn't trust him either.
I will make a pure and transcendent world for all of my people. You are not included.
Jesus fucking. Oh my god.
So he uses the thunder sword. Hey, and then finally sees someone else using the thunder sword.
Yeah, and it wasn't May.
Gonna transform. Nope. No, he just straight up uses it. Like, ooh.
Just he's the master. He can do whatever the fuck he wants apparently.
Yeah. And so then Toma and finally Kanto transform. Toma doing the smart thing, transform into Emotional Dragon right off the bat, you know.
Yeah. No, never Emotional Dragon. Emotional Dragon, I was going to say it doesn't exist, but we know from the preview, I guess it does. Transforms into goddamn Elemental Dragon.
Oh, Elemental. I forgot the name.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty close, honestly. So it's, you can't
they are.
And then it turns out Master Logos can do William. Hey, William. The Master Logos is the bone of his sword. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Fuck. I don't know the rest of the code to do it now.
I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body. And
what are you pulling
blood.
it from? What
That's
code are you
from
looking
Fate
for?
Stay Night, dude. It's just it's the mantra it's the arcana that Shiro's utters.
Yeah, it's the guy that is allowed to use 50,000 swords within the media. Yeah. So Master Logos, it turns out can pull. He can do unlimited blade works.
Yeah,
and summons out Gekibo or
Gekido.
Gekido.
First of all, it's 13 blade works, right?
No, it's also it's not any of that. It's Black Clover. It's literally I pulled a book out of my fucking book. I pulled a sword out of my fucking book. That is literally what fucking happened.
Oh, is that a thing in Black Clover? I don't watch it.
That's literally the plot of Black Clover. That's the whole plot of Black. Is oh boy, I can pull out a magic sword, or an anti-magic sword from my fucking book, where everybody else pulls out spells.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
because it's Shonen Jump and everybody has to have a sword.
For some reason, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kanto and Toma, I guess their ass kicked by the Master Logos with using two swords. Like, oh yeah, we transfer. I can't get shit done. And then, hey, Tariq, your favorite thing happens.
Bubbles are back.
Your favorite thing
Bubbles are back. Bubble time.
It took them what? What was the? What do you think? Do you guys honestly remember the last episode we saw the bubbles? Not including the movie, all right? Not counting the movie.
It was before. Kento
It was
died.
before. Yeah,
it was
also,
definitely
like,
before
what,
Kento
15,
died.
Like 13, 14, 15, around that.
It's
right?
been a while, honestly.
20 episodes, and the bubbles are back. And guess what, William? They don't explain it. It just comes back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Also, they did the
so
eye
then
thing with
Toma-
fucking Toma, which is like still weird and
Yeah, so
unexplained
Toma
shit.
sees a vision. Sees a vision.
No, he doesn't.
Sees a break.
No, he doesn't
break in
see a vision.
reality.
He doesn't see a vision. He sees
vision.
Luna.
Yeah. Sees the break in reality. And guess Luna's sees Luna in this dark pit where the Master of Logos has been keeping a small child, right? In this
I
dark
mean,
pit
it
by herself.
wasn't even Master Logos. He was surprised just as any of them. He wasn't so he didn't show the surprise, but he's like, oh, interesting.
No, he definitely was like, he was surprised at Toma's like sword glowing, and then he was just like,
yeah. But
wait,
then
what's happening?
Yeah, then he sees
and then he sees Luna, and he goes, oh fuck yeah, I can get the real thing. Fuck this grown woman that I made. This grown woman that I grew from a book. I can get the real child. You freak.
I don't like any of what you said. Good.
It's less
God.
Jack White and more Jack Sparrow now.
Oh my god. Also, apparently Luna doesn't grow.
That's my real problem with it. There was a real opportunity to show like a different actress for that, and like maybe show.
Or maybe they could have just used Sophia's actress.
I was about to say, because she's supposed to be, again, have you seen this child? This is what she would look like now. And instead it's like, nope, we just showed the same fucking little Asian girl with fucking, like in a white dress, just like running at a grown-ass man.
You see, the thing is, I guess in a sense, I wouldn't typically have a problem with this, but it's just like I'm afraid it's gonna be that same weird vibe that you get from, I believe the movie was called World of Tomorrow. Did I ever explain that to you?
No.
World of Tomorrow?
I think it's World of Tomorrow. It's basically a Brad Bird movie that he directed. It was one of his, I think it was the only live action movie he's ever directed.
Not Tomorrowland.
Well, Tomorrowland? Oh, is it Tomorrowland? I think it's Tomorrowland.
No, there's Tomorrowland, but I'm looking up World of Tomorrow.
I don't think it's World of Tomorrow.
There's World of Tomorrow. There's a film series, avant-garde animated science fiction short film series directed by Don Hertzfeld.
It has to be by Brad Bird. It has to be by Brad Bird.
Okay, let's see.
So it's probably Tomorrowland. The thing is, the idea is like George.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, we talked about this in our video for Midnight Sky, coming out soon to the channel.
Oh yeah,
that upload by the time this gets recorded.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the Midnight Sky spoiler cast.
The 2015.
Yeah, the thing is, okay, so let me explain to you real quick.
The 2015 movie Tomorrowland.
Okay, let me explain to you real quick why this is gonna give me, like, I'm hoping they don't do this thing.
Yeah, it's the one that has.
Yeah.
It's the one where George Clooney's like, there's George Clooney in it.
Yeah, George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney, and Dr. House is in there. But Keegan-Michael Key, what the fuck is he doing there?
I mean, you know.
Isn't there some weird thing where it's like there becomes an age difference because like one goes to the future and the other doesn't, or something like that?
Well, no. The idea is in this, right? So George Clooney's character, as a kid, was recruited by like Dr. House, right? And this little, like, he was kind of baited. I don't know what the other term was. He's kind of lulled
groomed.
No, he's not groomed. He's lured.
No, I'm choosing. No.
Okay, look, it's lured.
They groomed George Clooney.
No. The grooming doesn't happen yet. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But like, Jesus. But like, he's lured in by this other girl, right? They're both of an age, they're like 12 or whatever, right? And then it's like, oh, you seem pretty smart. Come on, hang out with me. Go and then meet Dr. House. He likes smart children, right? Also, it turns out like in the grooming years, we'll call it, right? George Clooney grows older, but then you notice that the younger girl doesn't, because it turns out that she's a robot, right? Now the thing is,
so she's a 100-year-old loli.
basically, right? So take it like that. And then the thing is, his character basically leaves Tomorrowland after he creates this device or whatever. That's not important, right? He leaves, but then he's forced to go back, and he's like 50 years old now, and
but the girl is still young.
The girl's still young, and when they both meet again, it's like this weird vibe between the two, like unresolved romantic feelings or whatever. It's like they never say it, but it was very weird what you feel.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I guess that's what I was getting at. I knew that there was some weird like sexual thing between like a child and a full-grown George Clooney.
Yeah, like, it was very weird, and I'm hoping this isn't the case that's gonna happen with Toma and Luna. I swear
Toma and Luna, I'm worried about fucking Master Logos and Luna. Like, he's looking real rapey. Like, bad touch. Uncle, stay away. Like,
I mean, honestly, he's been having that look. Like,
he has that look for everybody. He was literally salivating like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, pretty much, which is really disturbing. But
anyway, back to the best part of the episode, or at least the most coherent of it, is Reika decides to show up and go, "Hey, I'm here to kill you because I was told to," and Kenzan, who's still hanging out with his best buddy, the kid who smokes in the parking lot outside of the high school, Disaster, is like, "Oh, fuck you." And Kenzan starts fighting her, and then Disaster's like, "Nah, you can fight me." And out of that entire fight, the like entire resolution of it, where we see that Rentaro shows up and he goes, and he pulls out his like new form, which he's using it so well. Man, William, if only you knew the joy of hunting a millions in ogres to get a full set of armor. But he just like, out of all of that, Ren takes from that fight. Disaster's my real friends. I want to learn from him. He pulls a full Sasuke and Orochimaru, you can fuck up people. That's more important to me than like being friends with people.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty good that they, had him showing off again. Honestly, I appreciated that. I didn't like, if he went back to his base fucking form, I would have been pissed off. But no, he did the smart move. Went with his
he went full. Also, I want to retcon something that I said, because I realized from this that like exactly what is going on with his like sword. So it's actually Tatagame. So I thought it was Tatagame Hyojo Senki, which would be more of like ice crystal, like more like diamond reference. But it's actually Hyoju Senki. Hey, Japanese is a real fun language. Anyway, it's more about ice beasts than like ice itself. So that's why it's like got the fur and the 4 petals of like the snowflake on his book like rotate for each of the like animals that are going on. Like it's supposed to be, we're referencing ice, but actually we're referencing just like polar animals. So that's why it's like whales and fucking...
Oh, right, whales.
Fuck, man.
Whales do travel in Arctic waters. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Like polar bears, shit like that. Like, it's not supposed to be. It's more on the animal side than. I mean, hey, what has Rentaro's arc been except for a conquest against dominating furries?
God damn it.
And then there's
he keeps the shadow Rika. He beats her now. She's like, "Ooh boy, don't like this." Runs away.
Turns out, smoke can freeze.
Yeah. So Reika gets her ass kicked. She's like, okay, I'm out of here. Bye, leaving. Right. But don't worry, Yuri and May comes back. They remember during.
Hey, but Yuri shows up with soup. Hey, if anybody wanted this fight,
check out the wonders of soup.
In this entire episode, the only person who won, I'm gonna say, is Yuri, because he actually came away with something else. He started this episode without soup. He started this episode without soup, and he ended this episode with soup. Did Rentaro get Ren back? No. Did Kento and Toma resolve their issues? No. Did Yuri get his soup? Fuck yeah, he did, because that's why he's the best.
I will say, though...
did we miss the part where Disaster, quote-unquote, dies by Reika Shindai's attack.
Yeah,
It turns out no, he's like a blob, whereas like, no, I'm still alive.
Because Kenzan beat him the first time, and the whole thing is that Disaster has proven that he can he can respawn or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
That was the thing that happened in the beginning.
See, this is like introduce a character that disappears for 20 episodes to reintroduce them.
Okay, but literally, when we like the first or second episode that we get Kenzan, he's the first one to kill Disaster.
Oh,
and he and then it's like, oh shit, Disaster's back. Like, he just doesn't die. And then it's like, okay, I guess he has some ability to make himself, like, respawn. But yeah. And then Ren decides to go all fucking...
Oh boy, I like this. He's
Ren decides to go...
Ryuk from
yeah, oh my god, that is absolutely what it is. No, you're absolutely right. He's a full-on fucking... he's a full-on fucking death god. He just goes, I like this angsty boy. Oh, I got him full angst now. Now I can get him to show up. Also, I realized in this episode slowly that Ren's pants are really fucking stupid.
Oh, wait. Let me look at his pants now, I guess.
I mean, okay, you can look at it at, like,
It's when he and Disaster are walking or doing their walk.
I mean, it's when they're doing their walk, but I think I realized it more when he's eating the soup, because he's eating the ramen and, like, you can see it, like, there's a shot where you can see... He wears
skin-tight pants, but then he wears, like,
it's like he's wearing
pants.
Yeah, it's like he's wearing tights, but then he's wearing baggy capris, and it's like, I get that you're trying to do, like, the ninja thing, I guess, but, like...
Yeah, you're cutting out there a little.
Yep, definitely heard all that. Right?
Yeah, I said he's wearing baggy capris.
Okay, there you go.
And he looks, and he's wearing baggy capris and, like, a skin-tight whatever, like, pants under it. So I get that you're trying to do the ninja thing, but... it's a bad look.
Yeah. So they walk off, that resolves him, and then Kento and Toma still at the park, like, oh boy, brooding. Kento inner monologuing at this point as he's talking to Toma. It's like the funniest thing. Like, Toma's talking to him, right? But Kento's just inner monologuing, like, no, if I join up with him, Toma will die. But it's like the funniest thing. We just get, like, he's just inner monologuing and everything. It's just so funny
Listen, the pain.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. It's just
the pain of a burlap sack fucking coat can be pretty distracting.
God, I hate the coat
like, I kept looking at every time they did a close up on Kento, I felt uncomfortable for him because I was like, that's a terrible fabric. Like, I've never seen a fucking, like, who makes a coat out of a burlap sack? Like, where do you buy that?
Yeah, you know.
It's a pea coat. It's a pea coat made out of burlap sack fabric.
Yeah.
And then Sophia discovers that the book that Story stole is missing. Hey, she's not doing a good job of her base, noticing missing stuff.
It's been
Hey, Sophia,
it's been X amount of days or hours since then.
Yeah, like she realized, oh no, one of the book is missing. Oh.
Also, it happens to be the book that basically creates more Sophias, which is like, okay.
Yeah. So it turns out Story stole the book, and Story is now making his own artificial sex doll to have. He's like, ooh, if the master hold on. I can have one too.
So do you think that Stories' Sophia will be called?
Yes.
Yes,
rightfully, right?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
I'm trying to think of what's the as to her is.
Fine, I won't be.
What is the as to her is?
Yes.
I don't know, man. I can't respond to this.
Okay, blah blah blah. They're catching up.
Okay,
it's all coming back to me really fast. God, Discord's broken. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That came into me like a goddamn nightmare. because Discord just fed me all that shit real sped up.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Anyway, what do you think the as to Sophia's is?
Oh, wait, what?
I don't like that.
What?
I don't want to talk about this.
Is it Safia? Is it Sophia? Is it Becky? Is it Isabel?
Right. Wait. So what do you think? What do you think if Stories were to make his own sex doll clone? What would her name be?
Jesus.
I mean, it depends on whether it's supposed to be like Sophia or if it's supposed to be fucking an Azu Izu situation. I'm gonna say one's name is Sophia, the other's name is what was the girl's name from Girl Gun Lady? Say Sarandai. No, the actress's name with them lips though. I'm gonna say Shiraishi. I'm gonna say Sophia, and then he makes his own bitch, and her name is Shiraishi.
I mean, sure. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And then finally the final cut, the episode. We see the
The Book of Ruin is real. It turns out that was always real.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then finally he has his own. He finally gets another book because we feel like there's a lot of books in the show based on book. He's like, oh boy, time to use the Book of Destruction again. All right.
Yeah, which is a callback, which we'll see in the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, how unfortunately timed for Tariq, right?
Yeah, well, we could talk about the interesting stuff, right?
As we talk about the end of the episode, right as we're about to cut out, should we just keep going on to Tariq so we can do the outro?
I want the meme, though. That's the thing. I want the meme.
Oh, yeah, here, I have the meme this week.
Oh,
so,
you have a meme?
you've seen the quintessential quintuplets, right? Wherever the fuck that
the quintessential quintuplets, yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Here's a callback. The quintessential Reika.
God damn it. She was the missing 6 out of the 5 quintuplets. Doesn't even make fucking sense, but alright. Oh my god.
Alright, but the big reveal. Okay, here's the thing. This episode has a bunch of fucking reveals, alright? And the ending credits or the previews doesn't help next episode. But Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, I'm really glad that we fucking watched the I don't know what to call it because this is not a movie. I refuse to call it a movie.
Yeah, the theatrical short special.
Yeah, the theatrical short. I'm glad we watched that because otherwise that would have made no sense in terms of the subtitle, you know? Because it's like, oh, he's come back. You're like, wait, what? I didn't know what that was all about. But it's also like, it's also like, at least now we'll get some background to the fucking story.
I hope they actually explain it instead of having him just come back in again, right?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like they will be because it looks like him and Yuri have some history, and so I'm excited to see what
it looks
that
like
does.
they're actually gonna do some plot explanation next episode, which is gonna regarding this mysterious character that we will talk about next week.
Yeah, although honestly, I am kind of excited because at least this time it's not like just some one-off random bullshit, you know. At least they'll bring him back.
I have more to talk about, and we'll save that for next week. Okay, I thought in this time we would have gotten Tariq back, but he still isn't back.
I think I heard him, but who knows if
yes, I'm here, and I was totally relevant for all of this part. Yes,
Yeah, I just posted the week's meme, so it's fine.
Oh
I still want to see your meme.
Hold on.
Post your meme. Post your meme.
Well, that's pretty good actually. That's pretty good.
All right.
Oh, here's my meme.
That's this
Here's
week's
my meme.
episode.
I mean, we can take a vote.
So save it for next week. No, save it for next week.
No, well, I want to see
I
it
don't
now.
know. I don't know. I mean,
now.
it depends on how we see. Let's see. We might be able to use it next week, depending on how things go for our best girl, Reika Shindai.
Yeah, we'll save it for next week then.
Hold on, it's uploading slowly. Slowly. There we go.
Oh my god.
To be fair, one of these is more topical, and the other one is more in general. So
yeah, the other one could be potentially used depending on if Reika starts getting through more, hey, Maybe this. Hey, did we? But did you guys talk about how the fact that turns out goddamn fucking Phoenix is goddamn. Hey, turns out we actually have to care about the goddamn stupid ass like 20-minute movie.
Yeah, I mean it's not a movie. Don't call it a fucking movie. I swear to God.
Don't call it a comeback.
God, man. But
all right, yeah. That's this week's episode.
Oh God, this is
Coronavirus is so thing. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Okay, thanks. Bye.